Hello, welcome to a new video. In today's video, we're gonna take a look at Annihilape with the new move Rage Fist. My community day just ended like literally 16 minutes ago while recording this video now. And so, today we're gonna take a look at this Pokemon, and also a little bit later we're gonna take a look at its smaller brother, the Primeape as well. I want to test them both out. But actually, most people were mostly excited for Primeape. And I was thinking, Annihilape might be actually the better Pokemon of them two. Yes, I know, in the rankings, Primeape is going to be better in the rankings. Annihilape is like 20-30 places below them. Why do I think it might be the better Pokemon to use? Two things. A, I think a little bit of better bulk, but B, the typing. The typing is so important, and the typing is so much better for Annihilape compared to Primeape. So basically the difference is Primeape is going to be better in neutral scenarios. We're going to be able to just have head-to-head gameplay, which is what PE Pox does as well. But Annihilape is going to be able to have like those very nice matchups where, for example, here against Toxapex, you're going to be able to resist the poison typing. You just don't really have the resistances on the Primeape, which makes Annihilape a very interesting Pokemon, I have to say. And honestly, one of the strongest Pokemon I've played recently. This Pokemon is so back. Like literally, this Pokemon is so strong now again. Rage Fist makes this Pokemon a very strong addition to the current meta. You're gonna see it in today's video as well. Again, I'm gonna take a look at the Primeape as well later on. But today, for now, I'm going to have Annihilape, going to be mostly up somewhere in the night or something. The next video for Primeape, because Annihilape is here for today. But also, we're running Ice Punch here. Look at this. Ice Punch has some usage, as you're gonna see here as well. Bye-bye, and we can move on to the next opponent. Why are we running Ice Punch in this Pokemon? Not close combat here. Close combat is ideal. Close combat is what you want. And why I'm not running it? Quite easy. I just tried to get this move on it. I used 5 TMs and I decided then Ice Punch is okay. I'm just gonna go with it. I had Low Sweep the entire time. I had Shadow Ball the entire time. I had Night Surge the entire time. I did not get close combat a single time. But if you have close combat on this Pokemon, close combat is better for sure. Ice Punch still did a little bit of things for me as well here today. But generally speaking, if you're going to be able to get the close combat on this Pokemon, close combat is ideal for this idea of this Pokemon, especially as a closer here, because we want to try to get as much damage on as possible. I have to see if we're going to have some battles as well. I'm going to commentate towards this as well, where I might lose certain matchups just because I don't have the correct move on it. But that might be the case here for today. But right now, we want to take a look at how good the Ice Punch variant is for this one. Again, if you have access to the close combat is the better one for do this. But as I want to use Primeape as well later on, I only have 2 charge TMs left. I actually use 6 charge TMs to get from Ice Punch to Ice Punch, which is really great for me. I hate the current system for that. But anyway, you're going to see here the Moltres not really having the greatest time against as well. We're going to be able to now let the move go through. We're going to have a great time here, and the opponent is going to not have a chance against our Annihilape, and they can just forfeit. Oh, Jumpluff is next. Jumpluff is going to be the next Pokemon that we're going to have to take a look at here as well. The opponent is going to now have a new Pokemon in. It's going to be the Clodsire. And what I have to say as well, I definitely encountered more Malamar today, which makes sense because I made a video earlier about Malamar being one of the best answers to the current meta, especially with now Primeape and Annihilape coming in. So this Pokemon can be a bit tricky for this team as well, but here we're going to see the Clodsire against us. In the back, it's going to be the Morpeko. That is amazing. That is great for us. That is lovely for us. I definitely do enjoy this one quite a bit. The thing is, yeah, for sure, we're going to have a great time against the opponent. We will be able to just, let the move go through. That's totally fine, but I can go into my counter user and Annihilape. And this is one of the reasons why Annihilape is also better counter. Yes, I know. Primeape can learn counter. Karate Chop is better on Primeape. Don't get me wrong. But having step counter in so many situations is so worth it. Because as we will see as well a lot of times today, this Pokemon is just going to enjoy the stab counter quite a bit. As we will see here, the opponent is going to have now the Jumpluff again, which is totally fine for us. So you're going to be able to go ahead and go for another Sludge Bomb. But just generally speaking, it is so much nice to have counter in a lot of scenarios. Here we're going to have the Sludge Bomb coming through against the opponent again. We're going to be able to knock them out here very likely. Or do they want to use a shield? They decide to use a shield again, and we have Ice Punch still stored for later. But the opponent is going to make a big mistake here, I would say, as we can just go for the Sludge Bomb, get the KO. We have the Annihilape against the Morpeko, and they decide to forfeit. So, next opponent, let's see what we're going to encounter. Here we're going to have the Toxapex against us, which is really annoying. I don't really like this matchup whatsoever. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We can move on here and see what the opponent is going to do next. You're going to have here the opponent with the Toxapex taking the Hydrocannon, not going to be the greatest matchup for us, generally speaking. We could use a shield here. We should be able to force at least one shield from the opponent and a little bit of energy. They actually go for the Sludge Wave as well, which I find quite interesting. I'm very certain that Brian would have been easily enough to knock us out here. But we will take it. It is going to be okay. And as we will see, we're going to go ahead and go into our Clodsire, trying to fully farm them down. It's going to be a Brian. It's going to do super effective damage, but not really a lot of it. And we get a ton of energy here. And like, having an Earthquake basically stored is going to be a great thing for us to have, as now Earthquake is going to be able to connect against whatever's coming in next, or a Sludge Bomb. Let's see, it's going to be the Gastron again. Gastron is of course a little bit of an issue. Gastron in the lead there immediately was a bit of an issue for us as well. We're going to be forced to swap out into our Annihilape, and we have Rage Fist again here for this Pokemon. But as we're gonna see here, they decide to go ahead and go for the Earth Power. We can shield this move up, and in comes the Dunsparce. And here would be for sure one of the opportunities for close combat to shine. I would have been able to overfarm by a little bit and then try to bait and then maybe go for a close combat. But like this, we're going to be kind of forced to go ahead and go for those Rage Twists, try to debuff them. They are like buff ourselves, of course, and try to get enough counter damage in. But as we can see, sadly, a Drill Run is going to knock us out here. Could be the case that the normal Annihilape would be able to win this matchup a little bit easier. But I'm really curious on how this is going to impact the upcoming meta as well. But there are going to be some matchups against Primeape here today as well with a Rage Fist. And yeah, they were never really that good for the Primeape. So we're going to see that as well here on how impactful Annihilape and Primeape actually going to be. I am fairly certain this is one of the battles where the opponent had a Primeape, so we're going to see here the Weezing against an lead. Great lead for us. We have two good Pokemon for this Pokemon as well. We're going to have the lead of Clodsire, which is great. And we're going to have also the Feraligatr, which they have as well. And so we're going to decide to go for a Sludge Bomb, but get them a little bit lower. We can stay in for a little bit, keep one Sludge Bomb stored. Now I can swap out now to my own Feraligatr, which is going to be a very solid matchup, as we're going to be able to take those hits. We're going to be able to take the Hydro Cannon, and I should be able to fully farm them down now, can I? That would be really good for me if I could fully farm them down. It's going to be a close one. We can, and this is going to be great because now we have a ton of energy. And let's see what's coming in next. It's going to be that, the Primeape is coming in. And again, here's the thing as well, just like Primeape is so squishy that they have to use a shield against all of my moves basically. If they let this move go through, they're going to survive with like 1 HP or something. And they do exactly this, allowing me to go into my own Annihilape, farming them down, and basically winning us the battle here already. We can go for an Earthquake. This is going to be fine. They decide to use a shield here actually, which is smart, I guess. And I can just try to go for a Sludge Bomb here as well. Getting some damage in is all I really need, because now I can even go for a charge move with my Annihilape in order to knock them out. One Rage Fist easily going to be enough from this range. So I don't really need to use a shield here. They can either go for the Overheat or the Brutal Swing. They decide to go for the Brutal Swing spam. I could just use a shield here and win with a Sludge Bomb, but this is kind of lame, and so I decided to let the move go through and just hope that my Annihilape is still going to win, even though, of course, I had the game already. I literally had the game already. I could have just been for the shield and would have won. But it's going to be fun here to just counter them down, to be fair. Next opponent, another Primeape coming in. And this is exactly where we kind of want to have this team. We're going to have the Sludge Bomb coming through here soon, I want to say. But no, we will rather swap out into the Feraligatr. We swapped out that the opponent has exactly 5 fast moves in already. I should have swapped out most likely 1 turn earlier, just for them to only have 4 in, because this would allow us to always outspeed them. The thing is here, a lot of times our Feraligatr is going to lose the CMP tie, and what we're going to see as well, it can be quite annoying. I can still use a shield though, and I was hoping now that after my own charge move, I should be able to just snipe them with a Sludge Bomb of my own Clodsire, but sadly this did not work out at all. The opponent can still go for a charge move. We are going to be forced to use a shield here for the Hydro Cannon is coming through, and as we will see here, it's not going to be a great matchup. Like, it's just not going to be a great matchup. The opponent is going to have now the Cresselia in the back, and this is going to be most likely game over. I don't think there's a way of us winning this battle still. It is going to be a very, very tough one here. Well, let's see. Earthquake coming through. We're going to get them a little bit lower. They decide to go for a charge move. Let's see what it's going to be. Is it going to be the Grassland? It's going to be the Grassland. It's not going to be the Future Sight. Future Sight would do way more damage against us, of course. And as we will see, I'm going to try to catch the move. It did not work out. Like, it literally didn't work out. But I still have a hope here. I still have a little bit of hope. I should be able to go for 2 Sludge Bombs now. And I'm fairly certain this should be enough to knock them out. But I have to hope as well they can still survive 2 Grass Knots. If I don't survive those Grass Knots, I'm going to be screwed here. But it's going to come down to this one. Can we survive it? Can we not? Even if they want to swap out and catch the move, it doesn't help them at all. But we still survive it by 1 HP in a Dream. And this is a rank 1 Clodsire, which makes such a big difference. I can swap out now. Annihilape against the Primeape here, we will see that they're going to outspeed me, of course, generate energy way faster, but they don't have that stab Rage Fist here as well, and as you're gonna see, it's going to be an easy victory for us, and we can move on to the next opponent. Next opponent is going to have here the Malamar. Malamar is going to be a very interesting matchup for us. Again, as said before, this Pokemon it definitely got a little bit more common now, as people expect, of course, the Primeape. I made a video already early on for a team to destroy Primeape in Annihilape. Definitely check out this video. I went 9-1 with the team early on and got up to 3,100 MMR. I actually forfeited like 2 or 3 sets yesterday just to drop a little bit so I can get those battles in a bit faster for today's videos. So if you appreciate, by the way, the content, if you appreciate like those early showcases of those community day Pokemon, then I would really appreciate it. If you would leave a like on this video and subscribe if you have not already, I would really appreciate it. It is free, it helps out the channel, and it's very, very nice to do. So yeah, would really be nice here. Anyway, Malamar gonna come in here again. Honestly, I want to see a Malamar getting Mega Horned by Clodsire. Clodsire has the community day move Mega Horn and no one ever uses it, but basically this can only happen if Malamar is going to be one of the top tier meta Pokemon together with that Clodsire. I feel like then it would be really, really cool to Mega Horn this Pokemon just to knock them out straight away. But we have now a shield advantage, which is great. We're going to try our best to maybe win this battle with our Annihilape here, but it's going to be a tough one. We maybe have to try to catch a move here. Let's see, the opponent is going to be able to catch the move though into a Dugong. This game is not over, but this is still going to be a little bit of a tough one. We're going to get the attack boost, and we have to hope that we can fully farm them down, but we cannot. And so we are swapping out onto the charge move, giving us some more energy. But they have energy now on both Toxic attacks as well as the Malamar, and so sadly, they have 2 charge moves stored. I just have 1 charge move stored. There's nothing I can do here anymore. Good game to the opponent. Well played. I was hoping I would have been able to farm down the Toxic attacks in time, but I wasn't, and we can move on to the next opponent. Here we're going to have Pidgeot. It is going to be an interesting way here if they're going to decide to use a shield or not. This could be a Stone Edge. They don't know about it. It's going to be a Sludge Bomb, but they decide to use a shield. Kinda expected as well. And they can go for a charge move here. If it's going to be a Brave Bird, I still survive. I can still get some damage onto them. But they decide to go for the Feather Dance, forcing me to swap out. But I'm not too worried about it. I can just go ahead and go for the Hydro Cannon, forcing maybe even the second shield from the opponent. But now it's going to be a bit more of a tough one, because now the opponent is going to be in a point where I'm forced to use a shield. If it's a Brave Bird, we're dead. And also they're going to be able to drop my attack guaranteed. But they swap out into Low-Kicks. Low-Kicks not really known for being the bulkiest Pokemon, and so even a -2 Hydro Cannon is doing tremendous amounts of damage against the opponent here, which is great for us. Hydro Cannon is coming through again, going to be able to get that KO, and we can now align ourselves. We have a shield advantage, and we are not having the alignment anymore because I gave it up with my Clodsire, because I want to have the endgame scenario where I'm going to be able to win with my own fighting type Pokemon there, with the Annihilape. Because Annihilape with a shield advantage and with already one of its hardest counters gone should be kind of overpowered, and as they're going to have reveal their final Primeape, they decide to forfeit. This team has a core breaker here in Greninja, which I did not expect to see at all. Greninja, quite a rare Pokemon, even though it's a very strong Pokemon to use currently, with the potential to boost with Night Slash. So hopefully the opponent is not going to be able to do that. They might even got a free fast move in there because of lag. I was not too sure while doing the battles. And they definitely charged up quite fast here afterwards, while against by Annihilape is coming in next, of course, here as well. But they got the attack boost, which is really annoying, but at least we're going to be able to get a ton of fast move pressure onto them, get some energy, and see what they're going to swap into. It's going to be the Azumarill. Against Azumarill, funnily enough, the Shadow variant of the Primeape is going to be able to win that matchup against it, which is just ridiculous, like in the 2-shield scenario. Shouldn't be definitely happening at all. But yeah, definitely an interesting matchup. I can't wait to take a look at Primeape later on here on this channel as well. I kind of want to run it as Elite though, because I feel like it has a lot of potential as Elite for a team here. But again, I was really happy with Annihilape. I would really recommend you to try out Annihilape, give this Pokemon a try. It's a very strong Pokemon in the current meta. The typing is just so much better than, of course, the pure fighting typing of that Primeape. And so here we're gonna see again the stab counter doing its job, and they're going to have a Skarmory in the back. I was very confused about this one, but we can go for the Rage Fist, boost our own attack, and we have to reach another Rage Fist soon as well here. We have to hope that we can actually also get the KO still with this one. We add +2 attack after this one. Counter is going to add up, and we're going to be able to knock them out here. Rage Fist overpowered. Final battle of today's video. Again, I would really appreciate a like on the video, helps me out, gives the algorithm something to feed on, and we're gonna be able to here now take a look at the double Clodsire matchup. We have the rank 1 as said before, so we're always going to lose the CMP tie, but they didn't go for the CMP tie, which is fine by me. I can now let the move go through. We got the shield advantage already. Shield advantage with the Annihilape is amazing for us, and so I swap out as well, where I'm gonna lose my shield advantage basically immediately again, but we will see it's going to be Stone Edge, which is going to be interesting as well. And let's see here what's going to happen next. We're going to have the Hydro Cannon coming in. This is going to be fine. This is going to be the Azumarill taking it. But we're still going to be in a solid spot. I'm not too sure if we're going to be able to win this one though. Like, it's not that we're going to be like in a great spot either, as we lost already the shield advantage again. They still have the Clodsire. What I decided to do now is I'm going to try to keep some energy here for the Clodsire for later on. So I decided to keep the Hydro Cannon, go into my Clodsire, knock out that Azumarill, and hopefully I'm going to be in a solid spot with this one, as then I can align my Feraligatr again. While I'm going to be one shield down, I'm going to have at least a Hydro Cannon stored, which is going to be great, but they're sadly going to win the CMP tie here. Again, as said before, the CMP tie is quite important there, and we have the rank 1, so we're always going to lose this one, which is not ideal. And we have another Cresselia in the back. Cresselia is honestly a Pokemon I haven't seen at all recently, but it's definitely a very solid one against our team, which is kind of unfortunate. And it's sadly going to be lost now. Like, there's not really a lot that I can do about it. But anyway, I would really like to know from you, how was your Mankey community day? Let me know down in the comment section as well. We really appreciate it. And yeah, for me, I played for around 1.5 hours, got a few Mankey, got like around 15 shiny Pokemon or something like this. Had some fun, was always weather boosted, so I didn't really care too much about it, because yeah, PIVs are not weather boosted usually, and so this is still going to be also a fun community day for me to play. And honestly, Shadow Annihilape, a Pokemon you definitely should look into, but also maybe Shadow Primeape, we're gonna find out later on this channel, so stay tuned, subscribe, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.